One coin. That sound built a global industry.
And the machine that takes it has more engineering inside than most people expect. Because before the lights and the sounds, there is wood, wire, glass, and a lot of decisions.
The cabinet starts as medium-density fiberboard. Strong, stable, and easy to machine.
Every cut on this panel is mapped before the bit touches wood. The control panel layout changes with the game, so the cut file changes too.
From one sheet, the machine has already shaped most of the cabinet. Sanding matters because artwork goes directly onto these surfaces later. Now the cabinet takes its shape for the first time.
If the box is not square here, nothing fits right later.
It does not look like an arcade machine yet. That changes in the next room.
The artwork that makes every cabinet recognizable starts as a wide-format print. A protective laminate goes over the print so it survives hands, drinks, and years of use. Applying side art is slow work because one wrinkle stays forever. The marquee is printed on material that lights up from behind. The control panel overlay has to line up with every hole underneath. Edge trim protects the corners and finishes the cabinet's visual outline. Same wood, same box. Now it has an identity. The display is the most fragile part and the most important one to get right. Classic restorations still use CRT displays, which need their own handling process. Mounting angle matters because the player's eye line has to hit the screen center. The bezel hides the monitor edges and protects the screen from contact.
First power on checks brightness, color, and dead pixels before anything else is connected.
The controls are the only part of the machine a player actually touches.
The joystick mounts from underneath, so only the stick shows above. Every button seats with a click and gets locked from underneath.
Behind every button is a micro switch that registers the press.
Button layout is not random. On fighting cabinets, the curve follows competition spacing.
The coin door is a mechanism of its own. Acceptor, reject path, and service access built into one frame. All controls feed into one wiring harness that routes to the board below.
The game board is where every button press becomes an on-screen action.
Some cabinets run one original game. Others run hundreds from a single board.
The power supply feeds the board, the screen, and the lights from one unit.
Sound comes from speakers mounted high, aimed directly at the player.
Volume is set during build because arcade environments are already loud. The marquee light is the last electrical install. When it glows, the cabinet is almost alive.
First full power. The board boots, the screen fills, and the machine starts calling for a player.
First coin, first start. First test.
Every direction, every button, and every combination is tested by playing.
Player 2, coin reject, service mode, and tilt are all checked separately.
The service menu is configured for the operator who will own the machine.
Joysticks are tested for abuse, not just for use. Buttons face the same, passed, fast, hard, repeated hits without failure.
Then the whole machine is shaken to find anything loose inside. A burn-in period runs everything at once to catch early electrical failures.
Heat is checked after hours of use, because cabinets often run all day in arcades.
Final inspection covers every part the player sees and every part they never will. Before it leaves, the machine is wrapped like the fragile electronics it contains. The cabinet has to survive freight, forklifts, and last-mile delivery.
From here, the factory lets go.
It might end up in a bar in Brooklyn.
Or a collector's room where one person plays it for years.
Or a family arcade where hundreds of hands hit those buttons every week.
Steel, wood, glass, and wire. Assembled once, played thousands of times. That is how arcade machines are built. What surprised you most about how these machines are made? Drop it in the comments.
Next on Process Pulse Factory Brainteroo, something you use every day that is built in ways you would not believe. Process Pulse Factory. Subscribe for the next build.